Farm Arena. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me.
Hey, Shams, for the Bulls, the overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes. Let's stay in our lane. He's checked in for ball. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So for Chicago right now, the wingmen, White and Levine. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Clutch in at the point. Johnson. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And Jalen Johnson just getting smarter and smarter as he gets experience. Has a good sense of when to score.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus test every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making LaVine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Clutch. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. White the pass to Clutch. 5 to shoot. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. And Vucevic pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
First one falls for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Young. And the league continuing shots to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try if you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Here's Clutch. The rebound by Johnson. The Hawks leading by 4. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. That's 7 points for Trae Young.
Young with some of the fastest hands in the NBA. Easy to see why.
Here's Clutch. Shoots from 8 and off the glass. That one's good. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's Clutch, defended by Young. Young with the steal. Daniels dishes to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Here's Young. Rebound by the Bulls. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
Williams, a screen on Young. Clutch can't hit. The Hawks leading by 5. Young outside. Now Daniels. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. Smith checked in for the Bulls. Torrey Craig comes in for Williams. That's good from Clutch. Atlanta leading by 4. And here's Bogdanovich. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Inside, here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Well, Bogdanovich can score, but where he gets real dangerous is when he becomes a playmaker like that.
Here's Clutch. He's coming off a 28-point game against Minnesota.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
6 to shoot. Fades away. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Here's Bogdanovich. The putback. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Clutch. He's got 7. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
The Hawks working the ball around. Johnson against Craig. Johnson's shot is off. Bulls trail by 4. And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to LA because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city to visit?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming out.